Hello folks, it's John Pollock
and Wai Ting,
and we're outside in downtown Toronto.
Where are we?
Let's not reveal where we work. We work in downtown Toronto. And Wai, how is...
We work at the Fight Network, and if you want to know exactly where we work, just Google the Fight Network and it'll tell you exactly where we're located.
I don't think our address is on our website.
Not our new one, maybe not yet, but it will be.
I don't think our old one was on there either. There's no contact.
Google Maps.
Google Maps?
Yeah.
You can just type in Fight Network and it'll come up with the address?
That's what I did every time.
We, at our old studio, we used to have people wander in off the street. That would happen almost, I don't want to say frequently, but enough times that we had to install a security system so that our doors would be locked.
Our old neighborhood was much sketchier than where we are right now, and yes, drug addicts, prostitutes, just walk in.
It was a fun time in Dundas West. But now we have moved upwards and onwards, and here we are. None of you guys care where we work. But we're going to take some questions. Does that sound like a plan, Wai?
Sounds great.
All right, well, let's start off with Peppers14, who wants to know if we are ever going to see Mike Bennett versus CM Punk feud down the line, because, of course, they have the Maria connection. And thus, that's a lot of great heat that Mike Bennett gets for all his matches.
If you do see them feuding, it will probably not be over that, because that would
probably won't be in Ring of Honor.
That would require, I would think, them referencing Ring of Honor. I don't think they're used to doing that. The question really is, do you think we'll see Mike Bennett in the WWE?
Yes, 100%.
I think so too. Yep.
A very good look on him. I think his work gets a little bit too much criticism from people online, but I think he's been a great character, and the addition of Maria has been awesome for him. I think that has added so much to him, just being a more complete performer.
Do you think we ever see Maria back in the WWE?
I think she's fantastic in Ring of Honor. I'm really surprised that WWE let her go, because she had that great exposure on Celebrity Apprentice, and she's a fantastic heel in Ring of Honor. If you have not seen her, I think she's great. So if I was WWE, if I was TNA, I would want to bring her in. Maybe a future gut check for Maria.
Sure. I don't know about that.
Do you think we'll see Stan Stansky do a gut check challenge?
No, I don't. Although I would love it, but. I hear, though, Stansky will be...
That's for later, Wai.
Okay, never mind.
Big tease. All right, Dennis Amaya, what are the worst jobs you have ever had?
What's yours?
My worst job was selling chocolate bars when I was 14. I had to go... we had to sell these chocolate bars that were $3 each, and it was on a commission-based system, so that for every chocolate bar I sold, I made $1. So I could work for 4 hours and make $6, or I could make a ton. They worded it to us in such a way that said, guys, the harder you work, the more money you're going to make. This was a dreadful job, to the point that I don't even think this is legal, but I made up a whole backstory of the company, and that it helps to keep kids off the street for the sympathy factor of this 14-year-old, when it really had nothing to do with that at all. But I hated this job, and I was very happy when I quit.
I guess I've been lucky. I haven't even had too many varying jobs. Like, straight out of school, I came to work in television. But maybe the worst job I had is probably my first one, where I worked at a daycare. And
a daycare?
Yeah, I worked at the daycare, and I had to...
it's like Waycare.
Yes. Yeah, just crying kids, all that.
All right.
Not bad.
I'm trying to think. I worked at Canada's Wonderland. I worked at a movie theater. Movie theater was a lot of fun. I enjoyed working there. Canada's Wonderland was the most taxing job I had, because I had to take the bus there. For those of you outside of Toronto and the surrounding areas, Canada's Wonderland is a big theme park here in...
they don't care.
I'm just explaining what Canada's Wonderland is. They might think it's like a rave or something like that. Anyway, I worked there as a ticket taker, where I was yelled at, I was shouted at, I was burnt by cigarettes. I sound like a 1950s heel working the territory. I was attacked by people. And that was a summer that I never needed to repeat. All right. John, have you ever thought about applying to work for WWE Creative? In a nutshell, no. I have no desire to uproot myself and move to Stamford, Connecticut to make, I don't think, a whole lot of money, and to be on call 24 hours a day. I don't really find that too appealing, but who knows? If they offered me a lot of money, how could I say no?
How much would it take?
I don't know.
They could be watching.
Maybe they are. Maybe someone.
$100,000.
Oh, for sure. That would be great. But I already make that at the Fight Network, so they would have to increase it a little bit. Would you ever go work for the creative team, Wai?
Absolutely. They're the best in the world. Absolutely, I would. In terms of their video work, in terms of
we could
TV production.
All we'd have to do is work there for like 2 months, and then we could leave, and then we could build all our podcasts as former WWE writers, Pollock and Wai Ting. Our hits would go through the roof.
I don't think I would want to work as a writer. I'd want to work in the TV side of things. And it's starting to rain here.
All right. Well, it's
We'll keep doing this in the rain. Who cares?
It's raining here as we continue here. All right. Let's see. Do you both get paid for working for the law? Well, Wai doesn't technically work for the law, but yes, folks, we do make money at our jobs.
Yeah. I guess what they mean is, do you get paid per episode of the law? But you don't, John.
I'm on a salary, folks.
Yeah. I mean, John, and I guess myself as well. All the radio stuff we do is a part of what we do overall at the Fight Network. So that probably includes a bunch of other things. It includes John's TV things, my TV things. But we do volunteer a lot of our extra time to all this stuff.
All right. This guy wrote about 10,000 questions. We're going to wrap it up here because it is starting to rain, and my BlackBerry playbook is not going to survive this rainfall. Let me just grab one more question here that he asked. Who is the most intimidating wrestler you had to interview in person? Intimidating wrestler. Can you think of any that we've done? Like that's been intimidating? None jump out at me. There's some guys who have been standoffish. I remember Bryan Danielson didn't want to do an interview, and we were covering a wrestling event, and he wouldn't do an interview out of character. So, and now he does all his interviews out of character. So,
like, why would we be intimidated? I mean, it's not like they can attack us.
I've never around an MMA fighter, a wrestler, a boxer ever felt I was in physical threat coming my way. All right, one more question to wrap this up. Do any of you watch Craig Ferguson, David Letterman, Jay Leno, Conan, or Jimmy Fallon? That's from John Nichol in England. I only watch The Daily Show, The Colbert Report, but my favorite late night style show is Real Time with Bill Maher. Awesome show, awesome host. I love that show. My favorite show right now on television. And you? What's your favorite show, period?
Fight News Now on the Fight Network.
Wednesday nights on Fight Network. Subscribe now or go to YouTube and catch it. We're going to be back at some point whenever this video gets up with a podcast, probably the day after this is up. But Wai, Monday night, review of Raw. We've got a big guest.
Huge guest. As mentioned on this edition of ASK-A-WAI, this is the official announcement right here. Stan Stansky is going to be joining us. I'm going to put an asterisk here that in case we can't record this interview in time, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen on Monday. So I just want to throw it out there, okay, folks? I'm still trying to work out a time with Mr. Stansky and his schedule, but hopefully Stan Stansky on Review of Raw Monday night. I've never looked so forward to an interview than Stan Stansky. So that's coming up, liveaudiowrestling.com, at Wai0937, at Law Radio, and we'll chat with you later. It is raining.